Well, from my opinion, those are not the same. I mean, let's be realistic. From a policing standpoint, yes, we're people. Lives matter. What the Black Lives Matter movement is telling us as public servants is that we're not showing them that Black lives matter. You think about all the things that Black people endure: oppression, racism, prejudice, social injustice. Those are things that can't be applied really to blue lives. So those things to me aren't even on the same scale. And you can't say those together. You can say one, but from a different perspective. And yeah, you might be correct, but you can't equate them because they're not. They're totally different. And I don't equate them. When somebody from the Black Lives Matter group says that to me, it's my job as a public servant and as somebody who's part of the justice system to listen, because they're telling me there's some things that we're not hearing. There's some things that are going wrong and that we need to change. And from all the things that I listed, from my perspective, I just don't see when somebody says Blue Lives Matter, that equating to Black Lives Matter. Those are different things.
Chief Weathers, this is your hometown. You are one of 10 children. You grew up in Bluegrass, Aspendale. When you look at our community, what can we as a community do to bridge the racial divide and help heal some of these wounds?
We have to start communicating. And that's just not yelling and screaming at each other and telling each other what we want or what we need or what we can do and what we can't do. We need to start actually sitting down and coming together. Yes, there are going to be some things that we can't do, but there's always things that we can do to make things better. And until we start communicating with each other as people, not as Black or white or police or non-police, just as human beings, and still we start doing that, progress is going to be pretty difficult.
What gives you hope for our community and for our country?
That there are reasonable people out there, people that want to sit down, people that want to listen, people that want to learn, people that want to talk to and with, instead of talking about. The Mayor's Commission on Race and Justice gave an opportunity for people to get together and actually talk. And some ideas came out of that where we can sit down with more people and talk about some of the suggestions and come up with some solutions. And those solutions aren't just going to benefit me because I'm a Black man or me because I'm a police officer. They're going to benefit the whole community. And when you approach things from that perspective, you got to have hope. It's got to give you something to look forward to. And this has not been a difficult job, not by far. One of the things they asked for in the commission was to hire more police officers to be more reflective of the community. If you were looking for a job, would this be one of the places or one of the professions that you look at because of everything that's going on? Well, I will tell you this: because officers are part of this community, whether they live in Fayette County or not, because they care about where they work and care about what they do, they are constantly recruiting. We'll be hiring again. We're supposed to start a class in a couple of months, and then we'll be hiring again. And I hope, especially if you're somebody that looks like me, especially if it's somebody that looks like you, I hope that you apply, because we need that diversity. And we don't just need that diversity in color and gender, we need that diversity in thought as well.